y'all? It's your girl Dr. Nina, and last year around this time I did a video on dry cracked feet, how to solve the issue, and how to get them feet glistening, glowing, and looking good for summer. So you guys asked that I update that video, and I've done just that for you today, because you can't be looking good from your head to your ankles. I know I don't have the time to look like I put powder on my feet instead of lotion, and I definitely don't want people to believe that I bust bricks for a bargain in my basement with the bottoms of my feet. I don't want to pull up to the gas station pump and run the risk of igniting a fire because my foot is as dry as a match. Dry cracked feet are very real for me because I'm very athletic, I enjoy working out, and sometimes that means that your feet get busted, ugly, and sometimes a bit disgusted. But your feet don't have to look like OG Junkie Bob forever. In order to solve a problem, you gotta know why it started. There's several reasons for dry cracked feet. Being athletic or working out a lot, cold winter weather, dehydration or not drinking enough water, failing to moisturize your feet often, feet rubbing up against the soles of your shoes, which can cause thicker skin to form, extra weight gain or even obesity because there's extra weight added to the pads of the foot, taking very hot showers or soaking in hot baths too long, using harsh dry soaps on your feet, scrubbing your feet while they're dry, or having diabetes or other medical conditions. But today we gonna get those feet right. We're gonna make sure they live their best life. I'm gonna show you guys an updated routine with some of the similar things that I've used in the past, but also some updated things you can use to get together for the summer. No matter what method you choose to use, make sure that you stay consistent. If you believe that a medical condition could be causing your dry cracked feet, make sure you go see your doctor. Any items that I use or mention today can be found down below in the description box.
Make sure you thumbs up this video if you like it, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel and also my vlog channel. Make sure that you come back on all Thursdays and some Sundays for video uploads, and also be sure to turn on that notification bell so you know when I upload.
I try to make sure that I get pedicures at least once a month, and with that pedicure I usually go with the step up from the basic pedicure. The basic pedicure is just to make your feet look cute. You want to get the better one that makes sure that it penetrates the skin and that your feet soak for a while and are scrubbed properly in order to make sure that you get soft, smooth skin, and also that moisture is able to get through the barrier. I'm about to show y'all my 4-point process. I mean 4.
The first step of my process is always about a good foot soak. We stand on our feet so much, we walk around, we do all these various things. We spend about maybe 10 minutes in the shower, so our feet do not get proper soaking time. And soaking is the key to ensuring that that skin softens up and also allows for moisture to get through those hard heels and soles of our feet. I love using my Homedics foot tub for this, which I've owned for years and you guys have seen in several of my videos. I love this thing because it has the little jet action. You can also turn it on heated bubbles. It's just a really cool little tub to have at home. It gives you your own home spa feeling. And because I love y'all, with my own coin, I'm giving one away just because I love them. And they're newer and improved now. So make sure you check the information section and get all the details on how you can win your very own right from me. No foot soak is ever complete without a good soaking agent. And I love apple cider vinegar, but you can use white vinegar if that's all you have in the house. Vinegar is excellent because it contains properties like acetic acid, which helps to get rid of dead, flaky skin, which could help those heels of steel and toes that might look like nose feel softer and smoother. Before getting started with my foot soak, I always like to make sure I prepare my water lukewarm and not too hot. When the water's too hot, it again dries out the heels and the toes. So you're gonna find that your skin feels even harder than before it went into the water. I then, into about 7 cups of water, pour in about a cup of the vinegar. I allow that to just soak in for about 15 minutes. Just rolling my feet around, making sure they're soaking it up real good. And y'all, I tell you, when your feet come out, they just feel so soft already, so you know it's already doing some good. And like y'all have seen in most of my videos, I simply towel pat my feet dry, just making sure that I'm not too hardcore with them because they can be a little bit more sensitive after this process. I simply repeat that that on both feet. And I make sure I leave just a tiny bit of moisture. Y'all have been exposed to my favorite body scrub a million different times, but you know my rule. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And right now it does amazing things for my body and keeping it glistening and glowing. So today we're going to be using that extra virgin olive oil as well as some brown sugar. But remember, you can use white sugar if that's all that you have. I love this mixture because together it really helps to lock in moisture. And all you have to do is mix the two together. It takes all of a few seconds before you have an amazing, well mixed down scrub that's good enough for my whole body. I use it for all over. I absolutely adore the scrubbing process because it leaves my feet feeling so good, so pampered. And like I said, I leave my feet with just a little bit of moisture on them, a little bit of water. A word of wisdom: never scrub dry feet. It will only make them more cracked and more irritated. So do not do it. I don't care who you are, even if you're Jesus yourself. We don't scrub dry feet. Now make sure that you work that into the heels, the soles, the toes, and the tops of your feet in a circular motion. Carefully and gently repeat that with both sides, making sure you're concentrating on the areas that need the most help. No matter what scrub I do, I always return my feet to the water for at least 5 to 10 minutes just to make sure that everything comes off cleanly and clearly and your feet have had the chance to settle back into the water, because scrubbing can be a little traumatic for whatever body part you're using it for. You just have to be very careful. And this is where little nosy Bella comes in, because she always comes and tries to find whatever sugar she can that's left on the towel. The reason I use this particular scrub is because I love the moisture factor. Once I'm done, my feet are glistening and glowing, but not only that, they feel soft and moisturized because of the olive oil and the sugar. Now let's say that your feet have really severely taken an L and they still feel a little crusty and dry. If I'm in that situation, I pull out my tweezerman, which I've shown you guys before. It's an ergonomically shaped pumice stone, so you're able to hold it with a handle, and you're also able to be gentler. You don't need to scrub your feet, especially if you've already done a gentler scrub. Just lightly take it across your feet and it helps to eliminate a lot of that callus. And if you still have some issues, use one of the foot files. That's what I use. I tend to find that this usually eliminates a lot of that lasting dry skin. Whatever your ending method, make sure that you always take your feet back to the water. I only scrub my feet about once, maybe twice a week if I remember, but this usually gets the job done, and I pat dry at the end. Anytime I've scrubbed my feet or when my feet are pretty busted, I try to make sure I get in a good foot mask, and I love my sexy summer foot mask. I'm gonna teach y'all a thing or two about a really amazing mask, and I showed you guys the oatmeal mask in my last foot video, but this one is an upgrade. The Fuller's Earth helps with healing and blood circulation. The Besan or Chickpea Flour helps with the clearing up of the skin or the smoothing of it. Turmeric works as an antiseptic, and because of that, it can help with the healing of those dry, cracked heels. Olive oil and honey help with the soothing of the skin and locking in moisture. And rose water or milk can help to balance that dry, cracked skin. After that, you go ahead and mix down all the dry ingredients first, and then mix in all of the wet ingredients, and then you just mix them together really well until they're good, creamy, and smooth. Once I've mixed it all up, I ensure I allow it to sit in the refrigerator for about 15 minutes. When I take it out, I'm able to spread it across my foot thinly. Be careful with turmeric because it stains, so whatever towels you use, know that they might get stains on them, but make sure you put it everywhere from between your toes to your heels and allow it to sit for 15 to 20 minutes before rinsing it off thoroughly. Remember, it stains, so you want to get it all off. It's like my feet feel super detoxed after this. They feel soft and they also feel smooth. And now it's time for my second favorite part of the process, which is the moisturization process. Step 4. I kind of mix and match based on how I'm feeling, but these are the ones I tend to consistently use other than my Eucerin lotion. But for my feet, I love a good coconut oil. I love the Curel Foot Therapy, amazing stuff. Vaseline with cocoa butter. I also love a great jojoba oil, which is most like the oil our skin naturally produces, and also some shea butter if I'm real dry. To soften my feet, I start off with a creamy moisturizer like the Curel Foot Therapy and just put on a little bit because a little bit goes a long way. And then I rub that in from the tops of my foot all the way to the heels and make sure I get between the toes and all of that. And then I take a little of the coconut oil and the jojoba oil, mix that together to seal in the moisture from the Curel. After that's done, I go back over it with a very thin layer of the Vaseline. I find that this ensures that all of that moisture is locked in and also sealed, just like I would with my natural hair, sealing that moisture. I take some basic saran wrap and wrap up my feet from heels to toes and make sure it's nice and tight. And then I also go ahead and run over that with a thick cotton sock and sleep in that overnight. You guys, I've been doing this since like high school on and off, and I promise you it's one of the best tricks I've learned for ensuring that your feet actually are moisturized, not just moisture on the top. You know what I'm talking about. It feels like it sinks in and your feet look and feel amazing. If you're on the go and prefer a more prepackaged option, one of the things I love is the Karuna Overnight Exfoliating Foot Mask. Y'all, does wonders. All you do is pop it on. It works much the same way as the mix up that I just showed you guys, and you wake up in the morning to soft and moisturized feet.
I hope you all have enjoyed the video today, because we really trying to get these feet together and make sure we stepping out correctly. Can't have the back of them feet hanging out looking like somebody been kicking them on purpose or that you've been busting bricks. We trying to get it right. I hope that you guys are able to figure out what works best for you and develop a method that's consistent in order for you to get results. Make sure that you comment, share this video with someone who can use it, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, guys. A beautiful brown baby doll. Peace.
Thanks so much for all the love and support over on my new website. If you haven't already, go ahead and check it out and join me for new ways to interact with me, giveaways and prizes, weekly emails, as well as my free 8-day supernatural video course, which is free when you sign up.